Caleb Downs is going to Ohio State. Wow. I was not expecting that at all, to be honest. It was a possibility, but everyone has a possibility to go somewhere. It's kind of like whenever Zion was always really supposed to go to Clemson or South Carolina. Those were the main two, and then he decided to choose Duke. Like, why are you choosing Duke? Like, I understand why Duke, but that's not projected to be that way. This is like the situation here. Everyone thought, and their mama thought, that he was going to Georgia. He's not. He's going up north to play at Ohio State. We don't have to deal with one of the best safeties in the country having just his way with our offense. And as a fan of this team here, you can tell what this is. It's the orange and white, the real orange and white, Tennessee. We are working on our offense. We have Nico at quarterback. We have Dylan Sampson. We have McCoy, Squirrel White. We have the guy from Notre Dame coming down to play tight end and go offensive line. All of that stuff. We need time to work on our offense. And if we had to play Caleb Downs, that would suck a lot. But we don't have to. Thank goodness we don't. But we already talked about before that he was going to, right whenever Kalen DeBoer went to Alabama, it was a lot of people leaving Alabama because they had the chance to. It was an opportunity to leave. A lot of people go to program. It's not because of the program itself. It's because the people who kind of built it up. And Nick Saban was the main guy in the 2000s that built up the Alabama program. Granted, they have a bunch of people before then, like Bear Bryant, but this is way past that time. And Nick Saban was the reason why Bama was relevant for so many years, because he got the players, coached them real well, great coaching staff, and his coaching tree is undeniable. He knows how to pick out a good coach. He really does. And that's why a lot of people also thought that Caleb Downs was going to go to Georgia, because he had the guy, something Robinson, I forgot his first name, but he was a defensive coach who went to Georgia, and also a former player, one of his former high school players went to Georgia. His roommate is at Georgia. Like, everything looked to being Georgia. But somehow Ryan Day just got sick and tired of losing to Michigan over and over and over again and decided, hey, we're gonna make two huge changes to this program today. Bill O'Brien is the new offensive coordinator, and now Caleb Downs is going to be playing safety on this amazing defense. Have fun in the Big Ten trying to score on that defense of theirs, because you still got JT Tolomola, and then you have a lot of other guys, good linebackers, and you have now arguably the best safety in the country now, a Minkah Fitzpatrick level player he's been compared to, is now on your team up north against offenses that like to do nothing else but throw 3-yard slant routes and run the ball in 90% of the game. That's just the whole thing. It fits really well with his play style, because Caleb Downs is a great tackler, and when he has to, he can make a play. And whenever he doesn't even have to, he will still make a lot of plays. The only time I remember Caleb Downs getting ran over or anything like that was against USF, which was really funny, because that was a really funny game to watch. Watching Alabama have a very close game out of anyone on their schedule. It was a very close game against USF, University of South Florida. That was funny to watch. But Caleb Downs has gone to Ohio State. Their defense will be insane. They've recruited phenomenally. They've got everything up there. Now, if you're a Georgia fan, I wanted to hear what y'all's opinion is. If you're a Georgia fan watching this, what's your opinion about this? Because a lot of people are expecting them to go there. And that was kind of the whole thing. Like, okay, I know we lost a lot of guys in the draft. A lot of guys are going there. This is going to be one of our main guys now here. Now we can build with him as one of the best secondary players in the country. Now is on our team. Granted, you have a great defense already, but it's a great piece to have. Now you don't have that. Now it's not going to be there. It would just been like, I've already made this expression before. It's like giving a kid on his birthday, you have the entire list he wrote out the list of whatever he wanted for his birthday, and you already got him that. And now and for some reason now you want to give him double that. That'd be like giving Caleb Downs to Georgia. That'd be like him picking them. It'd be like giving a kid exactly what they want on the birthday list, and then give them double that. Yeah, but now they just get what they wanted. Bam, Georgia's gonna be an interesting spot. They're still loaded, but they're now not just overpowered like I think they would be if they had them. Ohio State might be. You got Will Howard. You got Quinshon Judkins, so you might have had the best. You got the arguably the best offensive player in the transfer portal, and you arguably got the best defensive player in the transfer portal to go to your team. And if it's not Quinshon Judkins who's the best transfer portal player offensively, Will Howard is very good. Will Howard is also up there. He's not probably the best. He's probably not the second. He's probably not the best quarterback because Dillon Gabriel left. But he might be top 3. He generally might be top 3 best transfer quarterbacks. And he went to Ohio State. It'll be fun to see how he works out there with Bill O'Brien. If you don't know, I can't criticize Bill O'Brien a lot. I mean, I've criticized him a bit before. A lot of Bama fans don't like him, because I feel like I know they've set up a stat talking about how Bill O'Brien was back-to-back years top 10 scoring offenses at Alabama, but back-to-back years you did have a Heisman winner and Jahmyr Gibbs, and you had a year of Jameson Williams, John Mechie. You had a lot of great players offensively. I bet you could stick me at offensive coordinator, and I would probably get you a top 10 offense performance too. It was this timely plays. It was the plays that just didn't make sense whenever, why would you call that type of plays? Those were the things that were kind of questionable. The main one, I know a lot of Bama fans were very upset about this, is against Tennessee. I'll use this as an example. You get the ball to the 30-yard line. Tennessee has 2 timeouts. You could run the clock out and then kick a field goal with 3 seconds left, but you throw the ball 3 straight plays, 3 straight incompletions, and then you kick a 51-yard field goal and you miss, and then everyone knows the rest of that. I just wanted to mention that, by the way. But situations like that, questionable play calling, stuff like that. It might happen to Ohio State. I don't know. But Caleb Downs is a big help. Big help. Defensively, they will have a guy that can guard your best player. He will be great over the help. He will be great over the top help. And he will wrap up. He wraps up very well. It'd be nice to see what happens in Georgia. We'll see. You're probably not going to have a dominant secondary like if you had him, but assuming very good overall. Interesting to see how Georgia's going to play this year. See if they can fill in anyone because you just lost your best player, Brock Bowers, to the draft. That'll be interesting to see how you replicate that because granted, you were not winning titles before Brock Bowers showed up, before you had an elite offense of tight end. You just didn't have that. You didn't have that success without him, let's just be honest. And you wouldn't have won that Bama Georgia national title game, the first one, if John Mechie and Jameson Williams didn't get hurt. Just throwing that out there. But this is not about that. This is about Caleb Downs and all of that. But yeah, Georgia still be really good, but kind of nice thing to not get Caleb Downs. So yeah, I would love to hear opinions. If you're an Ohio State fan, give your opinion. If you're a Bama fan, give your opinion. If you're a Georgia fan, give your opinion. I'd love to read all this stuff. Granted, to say this stuff, I do read all the comments. I do check them out whenever I have the opportunities to. I check them out. No matter if there's 1 comment or 20 comments, I'll check them out. And I'm very thankful for all people who do. And anyone give support, all that. Just, if you want to give your opinion, check it in the comments. If it's whatever you want, put down there. And I'll read it. So yeah. Again, would you say just put down in the comments what you feel about this? And yeah, hope you have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.